You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Tuesday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby. I have what might be potentially the most exciting news out of early 2026. As I was putting my kids to bed yesterday, I almost accidentally said 6-7 while describing a time frame for later on today. And I stopped myself. I caught myself. My daughter informed me, it's okay, Dad, you can say it again. The great meme reset of 2026 is upon us.
So, do you think 6-7 is done, is what you're saying?
Allegedly. Now, your results may vary wherever you are out in the world.
But what the hell is the great meme reset?
Well, that's just it. Like, I'm talking to my 11-year-old daughter, and I'm like, why are you talking like you're on LSD in the desert? What do you mean the great meme reset? Apparently, there was this trend online towards the end of 2025 stating that memes and brain rot had gotten out of control and that we needed to go back to essentially simpler times. And so there became this swell on the internet that starting January 1st, 2026, we wipe out all the brain rot, all the stuff that the internet has been annoying us with for however long, and go back to like 2016, like Harambe memes and Ugandan knuckles and Big Chungus.
So it's kind of like fashion, how every kid's trying to dress like they're in the 90s now. They're trying to go back to like memes from 10 years. Is that just what it is?
That's basically what it is, except instead of like just the fashion trend slowly being like this is in, this is out, it's a hard cap of like, we're not doing 6-7 anymore. We're not doing all of these random.
Next thing you know, knock jokes are going to start making a huge comeback with the kids.
Well, that's like, how far back are we going? And don't get me wrong, like I do miss simpler times, like scumbag Steve memes,
Bad Luck Brian, all that stuff. Bad Luck
Brian, all the advice animals, the old Rage comics, like Troll Face and stuff like that. Like, you know, it makes me think of like when I was first coming out of college and getting into radio and the internet was still fresh. Like it felt like simpler times when gas was still under $1. You know, like nothing makes you feel as old as looking back at old memes.
I mean, nothing makes you feel old than a kid telling you don't get it.
Well, yeah,
that's the biggest thing, man. Is I don't get what's going on, and I'm only 30, brother. I turn 31 next week.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And I would say that more than the average person, based on what we do for a living, we're both fairly online. Like you would think that we would see the trends, see the memes, but none of them make sense to me. But if they're all gone, I'll take it, man. If I never have to watch my kids do the weird invisible juggling act, go 6-7.
I mean, that's the one thing we can be happy about. Bring back 69.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Someone texted in at 762-555 and said, what were memes before the internet?
Well, I mean, you kind of mentioned one when we were talking about like get rid of 6-7, bring back 6-9, 69. That was like well before the internet. If you said 69, some kid in the room was going to go,
Suck It was a big one too.
Suck It. Well, that was sort of the thing, right? Is now memes come from like videos and things that happen on the internet. But before that, the big widespread memes either came from music or from
the
TV.
Brock and Dalby
Wrestling
Podcast.
was a great place to get memes from.
I mean, even think about how many friends you had back in the day who were the most funny guy of all time just because they could quote every Will Ferrell movie.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Or, I mean, even going back even farther, it's crazy to think that at one point, a high-quality meme was turning around and talking with your butt cheeks a la Jim Carrey and Ace Ventura.
Absolutely.
If you could do that well and do like the voice and everything, people were like, that's the funniest man I've ever met in my life.
I will say Steve just texted and said, you guys are all wrong. The original memes were bumper stickers. Which that's technically true, right?
Honestly, I saw a car yesterday that probably had about 45 different bumper stickers, and it was things like Curb Eater 69 and stuff like that. And yeah, you're right. There was a culture.
No fat chicks, ass, gas, or grass.
Yeah. Your whole personality was given across to other people by what you put on the back of your Honda Civic at the time.
Now it's just F. Trudeau.
Well, see, it still works for some people.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast. It's time for Brock and Dalby's draft.
Let's get into it. Our first draft of 2026 here. We had friend of the show James message us on the Brock and Dalby Instagram page with the suggestion of the best public washroom to use.
Which, again, there are many factors that go into it. Maybe cleanliness, availability, privacy. You know, it all depends on what a public bathroom means to you.
I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I got the number one pick. I'm going with hotel.
I knew that was going to be number one, no matter who won rock, paper, scissors.
If you are ever on a long road trip, it is not illegal to pull up to a hotel and just go and use the bathroom. I mean, all you got to do is act like you're supposed to be there, whether you act like you're already in the hotel or you're going to check in. Nobody ever really uses those lobby bathrooms is the big thing.
Right. And generally, if they are used, there's somebody that can see that and like is on making sure that it's back up to standards.
Quality toilet paper as well in there.
Generally. Well, yeah, because they're already buying it in bulk for the rooms. You do want to go into a hotel that doesn't look like murderers live there.
Sure.
There are levels to
Stay
this.
to a Best Western, a Holiday, and then you can leave, get the free breakfast as well. It's a double whammy.
I'm going to go somewhat unconventional for my number one pick. And I don't know if you've thought of this before, but on the same sort of level of places you wouldn't expect to go, but could and go well, car dealership.
Oh,
You walk into a car dealership, they've got washrooms.
that's actually really genius.
And you might think like, well, they're not going to let you just, all you got to do is take 5 minutes to make it look like you're really interested in buying a vehicle. And then you go, excuse me, can I use your washroom for a second? They will escort you to the room.
Or even you just walk in, you go, hey, the sales guy comes up to you, hey, I just got to use the bathroom real quick. You go, you leave.
That's it. So, and again, because they're there generally for the employees, but they're not going to risk losing a sale, you're getting a pretty good go.
Okay, I like that one. Coming in at number 2, I'm going to go with grocery stores.
Grocery stores a good one because most people just don't think of it.
Particularly, I'm going to go with a Loblaws or a Real Canadian Superstore because they always have the bathrooms up top, and most people don't realize that they're up there.
Yeah.
So they're usually always pretty clean. Plus, it's kind of nice, you know, you get to come out after you sit on the throne and you look over the whole store. It makes you feel like a little bit of a king, you know?
I will say I've been to Real Canadian Superstores where it's not only on the first floor, but by the tills. That's the worst. Now you're coming out of there and everybody bagging their groceries is like, oh, there goes the pooper.
Plus, I just feel like after that bread price fixing scam, they have to deal with my crap since I dealt with theirs, you know?
For my number 2 pick, I'm sticking to the vehicle idea. I'm going to go with truck stop, but it's got to be a nice truck stop.
I was going to say they're hit or miss, man.
If you're just going to a gas station, you're having a bad time.
Well,
but you got to go to an actual truck stop that's got a restaurant and showers.
The only problem is like, yeah, to get the clean one, you have to pay for it is the only problem.
That generally you have to pay if you want to get into like the shower area.
Yeah.
But the bathrooms that are open to the public, they're better maintained than your average gas station bathroom. They're still nice because they, again, even if a trucker is not coming to do the whole shower and shave, they still want them to do that third S in their truck stop.
Fair enough.
So I think it's a clean bathroom 9 times out of 10.
Final pick here for best public restroom. I'm going to go with Michael's.
The craft store?
Nobody did you realize they had bathrooms?
I mean, I assumed they had bathrooms. I've never thought to use one.
Exactly. Do you know how many, like once a month, every other month, Courtney goes to pick up like paint supplies, all her craft crap and stuff in there? I'll tell you this, she gets her paint supplies, I paint the bowl. Nobody ever thinks about taking a dump in Michael's.
Other than you, apparently.
One of the cleanest bathrooms you'll ever be in.
The dangerous thing is you've now let the secret out. And now people are like, I will try that.
What's your final pick?
My final pick is the library. Library is a quiet place. And I will say...
But don't you need a library card to get in at least?
You don't. No, you need a library card to take things out.
Yeah.
But you do not need a library card to be in the building, to be in the vicinity, or to use the facilities in this situation. And even if you did come across the rare library that was like, I'm sorry, you need your card to get into our bathroom. Library card's free, brother. Sign up. You should have one anyway. It's good for you.
They look at you. What are you doing in here? I'm going to go take a
It's nice. It's quiet. It's not a high traffic area. And even if other people are using it, like, it's not a rowdy place. You're getting a nice, peaceful release.
Run through your picks real quick.
I've got the car dealership at number 1, a high-end truck stop at number 2, and the library at number 3.
Best place to use a public restroom. I got hotels number 1, grocery store number 2, and I got Michael's, the craft store, in at number 3.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
You know, I'm always man enough to admit when I've lost. Victory! For you today, my friend, but I will say, your truck stop pick, I disagree with that one.
I mean, you can disagree all you want. I think it's a lot like your pick of hotels is if you go to a nice one, it's going to have a nice bathroom. If you go to a bad one, it's going to have a bad bathroom.
Some ones that people say that we miss. A lot of people saying bookstores like Indigo have good bathrooms. Jess texted in. She said, hands down, best public bathroom for cleanliness is Winners or HomeSense. I feel like it's kind of like the Michaels. You know?
Yeah. Same idea of just a place like I would have to be in an emergency situation to even think about using that bathroom because it just doesn't feel like somewhere that you go.
If you're in HomeSense, you grab a little candle on the way there or something too.
I feel like that's frowned upon.
We do got someone on the line here. What's something we left off our list? What's the best public restroom in your opinion?
If I plan my trips accordingly, I try to stop at the tourist information booths. Not the standalone, but one like in the Muskokas where it's clean, it's pristine. And you walk out, just like you walk out of the supermarket, they know it's the pooper. That one lady sitting at the counter knows exactly what you did.
You know what the nice thing is, though, is like you pointed out what could be a negative, that you're going to come out of there. And that poor lady that's working there is going to know what you've done.
She's probably just happy to see anybody come inside.
She's happy for the company. She's happy that you
maybe take a brochure, but you walk out like a king.
You got to take the brochure after, not before. She's going to get the wrong idea.
Yeah. Just pretend you're looking at a brochure and you grab one and you go.
Oh, wow. I'd love to go ziplining. Yeah.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
So Nameberry is a website that a lot of parents will use to try and come up with ideas for naming their baby. Because if you want to try something different other than like naming after a relative or a grandparent or just going the generic Olivia route.
Can we just say some people are trying too hard with the names for their kids? Just go back to the basics. There's nothing wrong with an Adam or a Steve or a Greg.
Well, according to Nameberry, we are going back, but maybe a little bit further than you expect. So their trends that they're expecting for 2026, some of them are, they expect a lot of ancient civilization names.
Like what?
Things like Nefertari, things like Azad, things like Cyril.
Okay.
Like things going like way back into ancient civilizations. I guess the idea being like, go to a time when people don't pick names from anymore, and then your baby will be unique. Also, for all the big Swifties out there, she dropped that new album end of last year called Life of a Showgirl. So we're expecting a lot of Ophelias, a lot of Honeys, a lot of Cecilys.
I love the fine line of going like, we're going to go with some like biblical names.
Yeah.
To like, you know, Taylor Swift mentioned these in her album.
There is some expectation, as they call them, AOK boomer names, going back to the boomer generation. That's where you're going to see in 2026 some Betsy's,
nice.
Some Hals.
I like that.
A Ronald, or maybe a nice strong Rex.
Yeah, let's get some like Mildreds or something in there, you know?
And then it kind of comes off the rails. Apparently they're expecting a lot of anime names. The one that stood out to me was, imagine naming your child Aura. Apparently that works male or female. There's also expected a lot of like Tolkien style names like Alistair or Cassian, Cordelia. And then the last one, number inspired names.
Like naming your kid like 7 or something?
Well, I think the most glaring example is from Stranger Things, Millie Bobby Brown's character, 11. And then I don't know where 5 comes from, but they say they expect 5 to be a name. And then maybe my least favorite, Octave, like 8, but also like music.
I mean, here's the thing. You should never name your kid a number. It just makes your kid sound like a robot.
Well, that's just it. I mean, like, look at, what was Elon Musk's kid? There's like AEX13 or whatever. Like, you're just begging for your kid to get bullied at some point.
Oh, 100%. Either that, or it also makes you seem like, as a parent, like the rest of your kids died and you're just on number 8 now and you gave up.
Yeah, that's a great point. If your kid is number 9, people are going to assume there were or are 8 others lurking around somewhere.
Like how Lisa Simpson had like Snowball number 5, you know? Got that same vibe, doesn't it?
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
It is only January 6th, and this might be the greatest headline of 2026.
Very exciting.
Hundreds gather in Glasgow to watch full force kick in the balls.
What? I hesitate to ask, what was the occasion?
Apparently last week in Glasgow, Scotland, there was this poster that was started popping up, like a flyer rather.
Sure.
That said, "Come watch me get kicked in the balls one last time before bottom surgery." So I guess this person is transitioning.
Right, yeah.
And for one last hurrah, I guess you could say, they wanted one final kick to the grapes.
Wanted to feel it one last time, which is insane.
It says full force, big boot, execution style. January 4th, meet by Queen's Park Gate at 1 p.m.
Did people show up?
Hundreds of people showed up. There's actually some audio here from it. Just instant drop.
I felt that. That's crazy. It's one of those things where, like, every guy knows that feeling when you see somebody get hit in the nuts.
Yeah.
As long as it's not you, it's funny, but your parts all go.
I think it was a bold move doing it on the Sunday, though. Imagine having to spend your whole weekend waiting for that.
Well, apparently it was their idea.
Yeah.
They spent their whole weekend looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're getting rid of it, so maybe you're looking forward to it.
See,
Yeah.
but like, I get the idea of like, I'm not going to have this anymore, so why not one last time? But I'll tell you right now, I hope my last time was one last time. I don't want to feel that pain ever again. If you told me I had to get rid of my genitals tomorrow, my first instinct wouldn't be, well, let me feel the worst pain I could possibly feel first.
Let me pee on an electric fence.
Yeah. Let me just go for it.
I will say I'm getting one last Buffalo Bill in, though, if that's the case.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
We were talking about the big kick in the balls that happened in Glasgow over the weekend.
Yes.
And we realized this headline has got bad puns written all over it. Hundreds gather in Glasgow to watch full force kick in the balls. So
I'll go first.
You
if
wanna
you
go
don't mind.
first?
Yeah, let's
Sure.
so the headline again, hundreds gather in Glasgow to watch full force kick in the balls. They truly tested the limits of the human pain threshold.
well played, sir.
Thank you.
Well played,
Thank
sir.
you.
Hundreds gather in Glasgow to watch full force kick in the balls. I'm getting real Cinderella vibes. Sounds like they were having a ball. Hopefully they didn't lose a shoe in there.
Hopefully no one had a glass slipper.
Yeah.
Hundreds gather in Glasgow to watch full force kick in the balls. I would love to hear the other ideas they kicked around before settling on this one.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice. I feel like you're keeping it more classy than I am. Hundreds gather in Glasgow to watch full force kick in the balls. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love busting balls as much as the next guy, but that's nuts.
Hundreds gather in Glasgow to watch full force kick in the balls. I could never do that. Safe to say, there is a vast difference between me and that guy.
Oh, that's amazing.
Thank you.
That's great work.
Thank you.
Doctor approved.
That's art right there.
That's good. Hundreds gather in Glasgow to watch full force kick in the balls. Society is returning. I mean, we used to watch people throw tomatoes in the square. Now we watch grapes squashed in the park.
That's great. I have one more.
Okay.
Hundreds gather in Glasgow to watch full force kick in the balls. And there are no word on how many NFL scouts were there to watch the ball bounce off the upright.
You know what's funny? I have a football one too.
Nice.
Yeah. Hundreds gather in Glasgow to watch full force kick in the balls. The person who did the kicking is a real Adam Vinatieri.
What a reference.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
All right, we've got $100 in Lotto Max tickets. If you win the big jackpot tonight, you might not ever have to work for the weekend again.
$50 million up for grabs, plus 2 Max Millions as well for the Lotto Max.
For working for the weekend, we asked you to give us your best impression of your boss with a voice memo to 762-555. And we got a lot to get into here.
Found some good ones?
Yeah, we'll start off with this one here.
Okay.
Hey, it's Greg. My impression. Hey, what are you doing there? I don't pay you to sit around there. The wheels got to roll. We got to get going there. We're already late. I know you just got in your truck there, but we really got to get going there. Come on, take the light out of your ass. Let's go.
Why does he sound like Rick from Rick and Morty?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, Morty, we gotta roll. We gotta get out of here.
Okay, it was very specific.
Yeah.
Get back to work. The more work you do, the more money I make. Get back there.
The whip noises, very nice.
I do like the idea that that's what the boss thinks is like, yes, money.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, that is, if they'll say it or not, that's what they're thinking.
Next one here. Very accurate.
You're working for an adult in the Peanuts cartoon.
I feel like that's what most of us hear when we hear our boss talk to us.
Honestly.
There's some meetings we have after work, and that's what it sounds like. All right, we got another one.
Hey, my name's Clyde. I work at this company, and I'm sick and tired of you guys sitting around on your damn cell phones. Now, get to work, or I'm gonna stick Taz on you. You know how bad he is? You know how rough he is on you guys? Nobody wants to work on his shift. Now stop it. Get off them cell phones. Get to work.
Were you also thinking
Now.
Taz was a dog for a second?
100%,
Yeah.
100%. But now we're working on his shit. What? I need to know more about Taz. I want some backstory.
There's
here.
some guy named Taz listening like this. Like, nobody likes working with me.
What the hell?
All right, one more here.
Okay.
This is Jerica. This is my impression of an ex-boss named Karen, funny enough.
Okay.
What's wrong with you guys? You can't do anything right. Who trained you? You're just as useless as tits on a bowl.
Tits on a bowl?
That's
Never heard that one before.
You've never heard that saying
No,
before?
no.
Oh, that's a classic, brother.
Learn something every day. 762-555, what are we thinking? Who had the best impression of their boss?
There's some good ones in there. I like Jarek is very funny. I want to know more about Taz.
I will say, though, like, all of those are specific to a certain person. I think one that everybody can relate to. I think we can all relate to that.
Honestly, like, that is an impression of the boss, not your boss, the boss, every boss.
Mm-hmm.
All bosses make that say, wah, 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 and then they walk away and you go, oh no, I wasn't paying attention.
That's exactly what our meeting after work is going to sound like. All right, we'll give it to him.
Very
You get the
nice.
ding, the round of applause, and $100 in Lotto Max tickets coming your way, all right?
Hell yeah, $50 million drop for grabs tonight. Make sure you grab your tickets today.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
It's time to send a text to me and Dolby now. 762-555. All we ask is you send a question right now. And you can ask anything that's on your mind today. For here we are sitting in a tin can, waiting for your text. That's all I got.
That's more than enough.
Can
brother.
Dolby touch his toes yet?
God, no. God, it's January 6th. This is my year-long resolution. You know what I did the other day, though? I did 5 push-ups.
Did 5 push-ups?
Felt good about it.
Have you tried touching your toes yet?
No. My back hurts when I wake up in the morning.
But that's the whole point of it being your resolution, is baby steps.
Listen, you don't get there overnight. I've started doing some more stretching. I've figured out a bit of a stretching routine. I'm trying to open things up. You don't just go for it on day one. I'll end up in traction. You'll have to do the show by yourself.
Can you touch your knees?
While I'm sitting here, sure. Yeah, look, touch it right now.
We'll have an update in June. How about that?
Yeah, well, at least give me till like Easter. Jesus.
Someone says, does a fish see water or is it like air for humans?
I mean, I have to assume, unless there's something in the water.
They see the bubbles, probably.
Yeah. And they see like anything that's like murky or floating around in there. But I imagine like you see some of those videos of like super crystal clear mountain lakes and stuff like that. I'm sure the fish don't see much.
Do you ever think that there's fish that are like, wow, this water's so beautiful, or they go to other places and they're like, ugh?
I don't think fish travel from one body of water to another, unless it's those fish that get like scooped up out of one lake and airdropped into another.
Sure. Or like when the BP oil spill happened, do you think it's like when a neighborhood gets turned kind of bad, where they're like, oh, we got to get out of here.
There goes the neighborhood.
What's your Super Bowl prediction?
The Pittsburgh Steelers won't be there. I'll tell you that right
Not
now.
confident, yeah.
I like this Rams team, I gotta say.
I want to say I like the Patriots, but Bills, dude.
I would love it.
Be nice to see Josh Allen finally do it. Although, I mean, Patrick Mahomes isn't there, so I know a lot of people are going to talk ish about him if he wins.
I mean, listen, here's the thing, is just because Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs decided to nosedive off the cliff into obscurity this year does not take away from the Bills team playing their asses off. I would love to see a Bills Super Bowl.
What is something that is technically legal but makes you look like a total jerk if you do it? I'll start talking on speakerphone.
Talking on speakerphone is a big one in any kind of a public place, especially in a bathroom. You know what I saw the other day, speaking of phones, was somebody who got called up to the teller. I was at the bank with the kids, and someone got called up, and as they were walking up to the teller, they answered a phone call, and that's jail.
Yeah.
Right to jail, you absolute garbage person.
Final one that we'll wrap up with here. Someone said, if you had to choose a restaurant slogan or theme to describe your sex life, what restaurant would you choose?
Oh, it's not Arby's, tell you that right now.
Hot and ready?
Hot and ready? As you get older, brother, it becomes a lot more warm and willing.
Yeah.
Hot and ready, you know?
I'm loving it. Finger licking good. There's a lot to choose from. Olive Garden, when you hear your family?
Nope. That's definitely the wrong answer to the question.
More of a Saskatchewan kind of thing.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Before we wrap up the podcast, if you're listening over the holidays, you probably realized we were giving away the free TV there.
I mean, yeah, hopefully you got the code word in all 8 of our Best of 2025 episodes. And if you are one of the people that listen to them, that means you're a real one, because this is all stuff you've already heard before on podcasts.
I mean, and this is the podcast, but we can pretend like we're doing it live. We're calling one of you to let you know you won.
Ooh, that's a mystery.
Hi.
Hey, is this Andre?
Yes, sir.
Hey, it's Brock and Dalby from the radio. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
We're doing fantastic. Hey, listen, we looked online and we saw that you were a pretty faithful follower to the old BadPod over the holidays. Wanted to say thank you for that.
Yeah, I sure was.
And well, it's paying off, brother, because we're gonna be giving you a TV. How's that sound?
Sounds fantastic.
Brand new Samsung 4K 65-inch flat screen smart TV. All just because you decided to take your holidays, your free time, and for some reason spend it with the two of us.
Sounds great, man. Thanks, guys.
Now I gotta ask, did you only listen to the podcast to get the TV, or?
No, I'm a loyal fan.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh, we appreciate that very much, and you can watch the Leafs lose on this beautiful TV. All right.
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby Podcast.